Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Earlham Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, of course. And man, oh man, did we get to be right at home. And we're gonna play against a team who, maybe has overachieved a little bit. Maybe not the best team that we're going to face this season, but if we learned anything from that SMU game, we can't take anybody for granted. ECU is going to come in, C overall squad with a D plus offense, C plus defense. We, on the other hand, we got a B overall team, B minus offense, B plus defense. We got an offense that is second in the nation in scoring. We also have the best defense in the country as well, and we're top 5 in turnover differential, which, if y'all know how I play football, that really happens that we have a positive turnover differential, man. So I am really excited about this episode, and ECU is coming in a little banged up too, man. So I'm feeling really good about what we got going on here, man. It's gonna be a good one. So I do need you guys to do me a favor, smash that like button, hit me up down in the comments, and if you happen to be brand new as well and you're enjoying the content, I encourage you to smash that subscribe button. With that being said, man, let's go ahead and take on these Pirates coming from East Carolina. Let's get it. Alright, man, so Eastern Carolina may not be as good as Cincinnati, but I still want to make sure we go ahead and get ourselves to a fast start. Want to make sure, we set that tone, man. That's really all it is, straight up and down, as the great Uncle Sam's rejects would always say, man. But we got 1st and 10 coming up here. We're going to go ahead, trying to drop back the pass with Miami, and it's almost intercepted. Oh, boy. Zach Turner. He almost brought that back for 6. That would have not been it. And we got 3rd and long coming up here. Trying to make a play with Miami. Dropping back, trying to throw down the right-hand side. And that's nearly intercepted too. This time, John Bell getting his hands on the ball. So we actually had to go ahead and punt the football away. Not exactly how we wanted to start, but maybe our defense can do a little bit of a better job, though. As they try to, I don't know what they're trying to do here on this 3rd and 10. I'm not going to lie to you, but whatever they tried to do, it definitely did not work. Justin Burton came up and made the tackle. So we got them off the field as soon as, we got them on it. And now Eastern Carolina, they got to go ahead and punt this football back to us. And Frank Bowers, he's a very dangerous return man. Watch out for him, taking it down the sideline. And inside the 40-yard line, too. He picks up 21 on that punt return. And, he's always a threat to be a home run kind of guy. But for the time being, we got great field position to work with. Let's make it count. Is Miami throwing to the left-hand side. Gets it out to Adam Hill to 3rd quickly for a gain of 18. We got 1st and 10 now coming up here. Is Miami dropping back again. He's looking around. Going to go ahead and scramble downfield. And he's going to go ahead and slide himself down as well. He's had his fair share of injuries for his career, so I really like that he's sliding down, making sure that he doesn't get hurt in the process, because we're going to need him. We are going to need him if we want to go ahead, not only win a conference championship, but potentially a national championship. When it's all said and done, be the first team outside of the Power 5 to do that. If we want to go do that, we have to actually go undefeated this season. Means there's no exceptions to it, but that being said, we got ourselves a 2nd and goal coming up here. Going to go ahead and try to run it up the gut. We go ahead and hand off with CJ Holman. He gets it into the end zone again. Touchdown, Earlham. And that's the 4th touchdown for CJ in the last 2 games. This man has been unstoppable in those last couple of games. And it takes us to a 7-0 lead, man, over the East Carolina Pirates. As Mays will try to drop back and pass, trying to get it downfield, but threw it way too hard. And Cameron Frost able to easily get the interception. It was one-on-one coverage. I mean, the idea was there, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you can't test our secondary like that. These guys, they know how to, win those one-on-one matchups 9 times out of 10. Most of the time it will end up like that if you try to test us downfield. Now look at us. We have the ball right back. We have to cut it back inside, though, and sadly, we couldn't really do much with the interception. I wish we would have been able to do a little bit more. Miami's actually off to a little bit of a slower start passing the football, but I mean, right now the defense is doing pretty well for the most part, as Harrison, he's actually going to take it upfield, and hang on now, he's actually going to get a good kick return in, and he's going to get it for a gain of 22, and they're going to need it too. Look at how great our defense has been. We've only allowed 4 yards the entire game, and I mean, that defensive prowess showed. We forced them to another 3 and out once again. I mean, you can't run it on us, and if you try to pass it on us, our pass rush is just on another level right now, man. It can't be stopped. It's just, we're just having a great season all around, and we might be able to try to go ahead and make a run for it, but, first we got to get ourselves out of the shadow of our own goal line, which we do manage to do. We're up 7-0. Wanting to start off a little bit better, but we still have the lead, and we still also have the football. Just got to make sure, we play a little bit better. Got to make sure we warm ourselves up as the game goes on. But yeah, man, that being said, we got 2nd and 7 coming up here. We're going to hand it off to CJ Holman, who takes up the gut once again, and this time falling forward, picking up a gain of 9, and it's another first down for our tailback. So now, 2nd and 6 coming up here. Going to move Jakeem Short in motion. I like this look right here, and that's what I'm talking about, man. Jariah Bond open on the outside. Jakeem Short able to create that space needed to make sure that we go ahead and pick up that first down with ease. As we'll try to throw once again. This time get it out to Jake Elliott on the outside. He gets lit up like a Christmas tree, but he still manages to hang on to that football. Pick up 16. Just got to make sure we can pick up this first down once again. This time a 3rd and long. Facing pressure. Going to try to throw it down the middle. And Jake Elliott there on the one-on-one. The defender not paying attention whatsoever. And so we're able to get it downfield once again. Is now 2nd and 15. This time throwing it downfield to Jakeem Short. Makes the man miss too. And we're in the end zone. Touchdown Earlham. 32 yards down the end zone. And we get the touchdown. And we're up 14-0 because of it. Let's see if our defense can get ourselves another turnover here potentially. We almost get a sack on this quarterback, but it turns out Kirk Palmer actually makes the catch. And if I'm not mistaken, that's actually the first down that Eastern Carolina has actually gotten all day long. We're halfway through the 2nd quarter. Although it's about to be 2 first downs here pretty quickly. As Ryan's down the sideline, Frank Bowers can't wrap him up. Eventually took a gang of Earlham tacklers, and now Eastern Carolina actually has a real drive going here. We know we got to lean up in the gaming chair a little bit, make sure we hold it down here a little bit. As Dukes, he ends up making a catch on the outside as well. MJ Granson making the tackle for a gain of 7. And we've now got a 2nd and short now. Coming up here is Mays. Dropping back, throwing over in the middle to Dukes, who ends up picking up the first down here as well. Gain of 6. And another 1st and 10 coming up here. As this time trying to send the pressure up the middle. And nobody was home, man. The pressure worked. Forced a really bad pass here in the process. And now we got him to a 2nd and 10 now coming up. Looks like another 4-wide set. As Mays looking around, got a clean pocket to work with. Gets it to Moore, who almost gets it in the end zone. And for a team that only has like a 68 overall offense, they are moving this football down the field a little bit too easy for my liking, to be honest with you. As Moore going to go ahead, pick up the first down. Going to manage to pick up a gain of 5. And now got a 2nd and goal now coming up here. Is now 2nd and goal. Mays going to try to run with the football on the speed option, but we usually turn those into losses as Seth Gray gets up in there, makes the tackle, was hoping for the forced fumble because, he was coming off a spin. Like, you got to make him fumble that football, man. But instead, 3rd and goal coming up here is Hayes. Drops back, has all the time in the world, gets it in the end zone. Touchdown Pirates. But wait a minute here. There's a penalty and they're calling it on the offense, offensive pass interference. So we actually go ahead and back them up a little bit. They don't get the touchdown, which we're totally cool with, as Mays tries to make up as much as possible, but it's just a lot to ask on a 3rd and extremely long. You have to get it in the end zone, and we do go ahead. We force a field goal. They try to run some time off the clock, which, we'll see if that actually works or not. Usually, we do a really good job of getting points on the board before the end of the half. Let's go ahead and check out the studio update. Tulane and Navy are actually in a pretty close one here as well. Navy is up on Tulane by 1 point. Navy we played against a couple episodes ago, and they're good at, playing us pretty tough, to be honest with you. But right now, a pretty close game between those two squads. And now it's time for our offense to take the field here with less than a minute and a half left to play. We'll see what we can do here. Doing one-on-one on the outside with 4 verts. No problem. We got a fast quarterback in Miami. He'll pick up 24 for us. But we're on that move once again. Getting our own no huddle out. We don't bring it out often, but when we do, we're usually pretty good at it overall, as we will have to take our first time out there. And now, 2 timeouts remaining, and, we have a man on the outside. Can we beat him? No! I thought we beat Zach Turner off the line. You got to throw a little bit more of a lob in order to go ahead, make that completion. The idea was there, but just didn't put enough touch on that football, though. Miami, not known to be the best passer. He's more of a runner still to this point, but at least at this point, he's competent at passing the football. As we have another 1st and 10 to work with. Miami scrambling to the outside. Gets it out to Jake Elliott, who could get into the end zone here, and he does. Touchdown, Earlham. And we're up another score here once again, up 21-3. And this is the point now where we go ahead. This is where we really start opening it up right now. Let's see if we can get it done here. 2nd and 6 now coming up as Mays dropping back, going to try to throw it downfield, one-on-one, and Deontay McLaurin makes the interception. He's making guys miss. He only has 1 man left to beat down the sideline. He ain't getting caught. Not today, man. Touchdown, Earlham. Let's go, man. Deontay McLaurin. Look at this ball, one-on-one, all on an island. Able to make the catch over a shoulder. Are you serious right now? This man is dumb. What a play. And what a way to end this first half as well, man. We're going to be up 28-3 to end the first half. That second half, though, is coming up very shortly. So here we go. 3rd and long coming up here. And we get to go ahead and get ready to go to work as Mays trying to throw the football, but I mean, the secondary is really good, and our pass rush is really good too. That was one of our defensive linemen in Ian Levine, who gets in there and makes the sack. We force that 4th and long. They're going to go 3 and out here once again. It has not been a good look whatsoever. As Frank Bowers, he's going to take the football again, and oh boy, watch out. Watch out for Frank. Watch out for Frank. Down the sideline in the end zone. Touchdown, Earlham. He did it again. Frank Bowers. Oh, doing him dirty. And it's another score for us. We're up 35-3 at this point. We're killing these people. They don't stand a chance right now. They have not been able to do much of anything. As we're going to go ahead. We're forcing another 3 and out. They can't do anything against our defense right now. It's been crazy. As since Frank Bowers, is still getting a little bit of oxygen from when he returned that 1 touchdown. We actually have our main kick returner, Justin Burden, out there, who fumbles the ball, though. But still, even with the fumble, he has a chance to take it down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds, but gets across the 50-yard line here in the process. And it's already been, a little too easy. We're about to make a barbecue chicken right now. At least that's what I'm hoping for. And I wouldn't be shocked if at any point in this game we actually end up with the backups with the way this thing's been going, because Eastern Carolina has had no answer for us. We've dominated them on offense, we dominated them on defense, and we also dominated them with the special teams as well. I mean, it's been a really good day for us overall, as we have another 1st and 10 to work with as we hand off to CJ. The blocking on the outside, really good It ends up turning into another first down because of it. A gain of 13. I mean, we didn't even have to use CJ Holman all that much so far. You know, he's been good when we've been using him, but right now, not so much. But Miami dropping back, trying to throw over the middle, looking for Jakeem Short, and not the best decision in the world, though. Was looking for Jakeem Short on the right-hand side. He was open for a moment. I mean, if you're going to throw it that way, you got to lob it over the defender. I mean, that straight up and down. But that interception was way too easy for him at the end of the day. But, I mean, we're going to force at least another. Yes, I'm telling you, another free and out. This offense cannot move the ball on us. And at this point, shoot, they're inside the 10 right now. I want to try and go ahead and see if we can block this punt. Let's see if we can get close. No, we do not, unfortunately. But that being said, Frank Bowers, ton of space to work with, though. He's got a ton of space to work with, though. One man left to beat. He's going to get all into the end zone again. Another touchdown for Frank Bowers. That's another one. Down the sideline. So that's 2 punt returns for a touchdown for Frank Bowers. And we have also 1 defensive touchdown. It's really been a group effort this entire game. This is probably the best game that I've ever played, you know, against any team in any of the series that I've ever run. I'm telling you, I've never played this good before, ever, in all of my years. This has been insane, especially just getting it from all 3 facets of our game. It's been a good look. I'm really loving what I'm seeing so far. As we got third and short coming up here. Hayes trying to drop back. And they're going to actually get a first down here to get it out to Andre Dukes. A rare first down for East Carolina. I think this is the first one that they've gotten in the entire second half. I'm not joking you. Like, we've been on them this entire day. And it doesn't help when they're dropping footballs as well, man. I mean, I know it's raining outside. You know, the ball's probably a little bit slippery. But, like, our guys are making plays. Our defense has scored more points than your offense. Imagine that. Like, that is something else that I'm really happy to see. But we got a third and short coming up here as we go ahead now and see what they got going on here. As it looks like they got a man trying to move somebody in motion or trying to get the play call in. Is Moore going to take it to the outside. Has a little bit of space to work with, actually. It is going to end up picking up the first down there. And that doubles the yardage that Brian Moore's had all day. It's because we've been locking him up. Like, that's his only good run so far, as Mays throws short over to Dukes once again. You know, got us off that little pump fake, I guess. That's what they call it. But we get into another third and short here once again. I'll be interested to see if they go for this first down, if they don't get it here right now, as Moore tries to get it up in there, but it's going to be screwed up by Finn Otis, who gets himself his first TFL of the day. Pancakes the tight end that was trying to block him. You need a stronger dude on Finn Otis, man. Straight up and down. And we force them to go ahead. They're going to have to try and take another field goal here, see if they can make it 6 points, but that ball is way short. As we'll go ahead now, take a little studio update. As looks like Navy and Tulane is going to go ahead and start the 4th quarter, and Navy's actually pulling away a little bit. They'd get a little bit of a lead on Tulane. And that's going to do it here, man. We end up winning this thing by a final score of 45-9. We do go ahead and get the backups in for basically the entire 4th quarter. You know, give our backups a little bit of playing time because we're losing a lot of starters after this season. So, you know, getting some experience for our backups, you know, the guys that are going to be playing next season in key roles, replacing some of these guys, that's going to be really important for us to make sure that we're good to go when that's said and done. But for right now, it's a really good win for us at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and check out the stats, man. So it was another dominating game for us here today as we easily take care of these East Carolina Pirates. They are just not in the same league as we are right now. 4th quarter, though, you know, would have liked to see the 4th quarter been played a little bit better. I think we got sloppy with our backups towards the end of the game. But, I mean, overall, when you win 45-9, it really is really difficult to complain about much of anything. Checking out the stats for our guys though in Miami. Gallier did get the start though. He was 12 for 18 for 165 yards, 2 tubs, and a pick. CJ Patton also did come into the game. He was 3 for 6 for a grand total of 27 yards. For the run game, the run game actually is between 2 people. Jesse Green got a ton of carries in the 4th quarter whenever we had our backups in, and ended up with 13 carries for 56 yards, but did have 2 rushing fumbles, so you like that to be a little bit better. Holman did a little bit better with his carries though, ended up with 13 for 63 yards, and found the end zone for a touchdown. Meanwhile, for the receivers, 2 main receivers getting involved here today in Jake Elliott and Jakeem Short, who each had 4 catches. Elliott ended up with 69 total yards, nice, with a touchdown through the air. And then Jakeem Short also found the end zone as well, off of 61 total receiving yards. Offensive line also did a really great job. We ended up with 7 total pancakes without allowing a single sack. Nate Coleman, Lionel Williams, and John Bird all ended up with multiple pancakes, with Josiah James, our true freshman tight end, ended up getting some action. He ended up getting a pancake in this one. Meanwhile, for our defense, the defense was just absolutely dominant. Our defense, at least our starting defense, outscored the Eastern Carolina offense. That is so crazy to think about. Chris Ty led the way in tackles today, ended up with 6 total tackles and 4 TFLs, with Josh Brown not too far behind him with 5 total tackles and a TFL himself. Speaking of sacking this quarterback though, not only did Josh Brown get to the quarterback, but a few other people managed to do so as well. Ian Levine, Jamie Jenkins, and Justin Burden all were guys that were able to get a sack on this quarterback here today. In addition, we also had 2 interceptions, including Deontay McLaurin's 61-yard touchdown to the house. Cameron Frost was also able to get an interception in the 1st quarter as well. And then for our punt returns, man, what can I say? The special teams is just on a different level here at Earlham College. Frank Bowers, who is going to eventually take over for Cameron Frost once he graduates full-time. But in the meantime, though, 4 punt returns for 133 yards and ended up with 2 touchdowns. Justin Byrne had a pretty nice one as well. He ended up with 1 punt return for 22 yards. So not only were we absolutely dominant on the football field, but what we also managed to do as well, we get another commit. May not be a high-profile person, Jarrett Neal signing with the squad. It is an extra body for us there on the offensive line. You can never, and I mean never, have too many offensive linemen to work with, because it's a grind, man. Even the smaller seasons compared to the NFL, still need guys ready to go. Look at where we are right now. We are entering the top 10 once again, ranked number 9 in the nation, and we're going to try to keep it rolling as next episode we go on the road to play against the University of Central Florida, who's currently 3-4 on the season. It's going to be a good one, so I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the mic signing off, but I'm hoping you're all out there having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.